Hello everybody and welcome back to part 29 of Pokemon Fire Red, the penultimate final, second to last. Through here we're going to be going through Victory Road and getting to the Elite Four. Now we gotta, I don't know, this is something, I don't know how I feel about this, honestly don't, because in later games they'll just be like, they'll be at the door and they'll be like, let me check your badges, so you can't action replay into the whatchamacallit. I mean, at least I'm assuming you can't. I don't know if they actually check or if they just say once you get there, then the person goes, oh, you have enough. Oh no, I'm sure they do actually, you know, because I know in like 3rd gen you can skip a gym in this game, so I guess it makes sense. But I don't know about like later games, because I know you can't skip some gyms in like Generation 6. I don't think you can skip any gyms. Ooh, excuse me. Maybe Generation 5 and 4, I don't think you can skip any. But in oh jeez, I keep burping. In Generation 3, I know you can. And in Generation, I'm assuming 2 you can skip one. Yeah, I'm sure you can skip like, you can't skip Morty's gym. I think you can skip Chuck's gym. Well, either way. You can skip some gyms, so I guess it makes sense that they have these guys here for checkpoints or whatever, and they actually do something. But I don't know about later games where I don't think you can skip gyms, because I think in Gen 6 they still check your badges. That's just the one that's coming to my head right now. I think that in Gen 6 they still count your badges, and I don't actually know if they actually check to see if you got all your badges or not. So, but here we are now in Victory Road, the final area before the Elite Four, and it's supposed to be filled with super tough trainers, and I wouldn't say they're super hard. You know, they're challenging, definitely, especially since you can go back and heal, but it's gonna be a long ass, you know, time to get back, because, well, at least for me, I don't have Fly. And I end up going back to heal and get some more items after this first room. So the name of the game here is Strength Puzzles. Kind of like Seafoam Islands, except that there's switches that you gotta push to unblock certain paths so you can continue on. And like I said, there's a lot of trainers in here, so that's why I'm gonna show every other trainer, starting with this one. So the next trainer we're not going to see, but the next trainer we will see, because I wanted to show off trainers in here, and like what types of Pokemon they have, because like cool trainers like this, they have all sorts of different Pokemon. I say that, I think after this Persian it's nothing but fire Pokemon. Either way, you still have it's Victory Road. Like, it's supposed to be filled with tough trainers and Pokemon. That's why it's the last thing before the Elite Four. And really, it's just, you know, I don't want the part to be 45 minutes long, so I cut out half the battles. Simple as that. Some battles will take a while, like this battle, that Persian, but I mean, I should one-shot everything after this, because I think it's a Rapidash, then a Vulpix, and a Ninetales. I think, if I remember correctly. There's a lot of trainers in this game that I remember what Pokemon they have, at what levels, and where they're at, and all that stuff, but I think that's just because I played the game so much. Like, I like playing this game on an emulator where I can just speed up and just blow through everything. I can probably play this game in a day on an emulator. You know, then that's battling all the trainers and, you know, doing most things besides like catching all the unnecessary like legendaries, like just going gym to gym. Oh, excuse me. I gotta go pick up my dog. I don't know if I'm gonna... Have I mentioned Walter? So my dog's name is Walter, if I haven't mentioned him. He's a real big baby. but my parents are in Arizona right now, so I gotta go pick Walter up from the neighbor's house because they're not gonna. My parents aren't coming back till tomorrow, and but Walter's only staying till today. So I need to go pick up Walter after this. Or I need to go take care of him at least because he's getting dropped off, I guess. Either way, that's what I'm doing after Victory Road. Actually, I got one more part left, but it's a long one, and I don't want him waiting too long. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where we're at. Plus, Joey gets done with work, and I don't want him to have to feel like he shouldn't be here, if that makes sense. I don't like recording when Joey's here just because I don't want to feel like he can't talk or do anything like that, because he honestly probably wouldn't commentate. Like, I don't know, he might, who knows. He might be in a video one day, but probably like a party game sort of deal, like we do Fortune Street. Maybe not so much this, even though Fire Red is, he really likes Fire Red, and it's the only Pokemon game he's played. But who knows? Who knows? And as the text says, at this point, I leave to grab more items. And that took like 30 minutes because I had to run back, I had to go get Farfetch'd, and then I had to travel to the different marts because it can't all just be in one mart conveniently. So, had to do that. You had to get bunch of super repels. Hyper potions not so much. I wasn't worried about hyper potions, but just mostly super repels. And yeah. And we gotta do the strength puzzle again. Yes, riveting. I know. And so, did we get that? Yeah, we got the other thing. So there's a boulder puzzle up there straight above us that you need to go through twice to get both items, which is really interesting. Even though I had a repel up, you can run into level 48 onyxes here, and I'll be running into a lot of them apparently. And when I went to grind, didn't find a single one. So, but I didn't grind here. I actually grinded in one island near that spa. There's a set of there's 4 battles that you can get there. There's and they're all like fighting guys. One's a double battle, and then there's the 2 guys that are running back and forth. I don't remember if you remember them. And then there's a girl that's running up and down the beach. But you can get them all 4, and that's where I did all my grinding. And yeah, I think it took me like 4 hours to do all my grinding. I grinded them up till 55, but I mean, I'll talk about that later in the next part where it actually matters. So yeah, Victory Road is honestly not that bad. It's just that if you're avoiding trainers, then it's definitely not bad. But if you're doing all the trainers, then it can be quite tedious. Yesterday I played a lot of Siege. I played about 4 hours, which I mean might not sound like a lot to somebody who plays on a regular basis, but I'm not good at Siege, so that's enough for me. 4 hours is enough for me, but I was doing awful in Siege yesterday. I was doing trash. Like I said, I played for 4 hours, and I've been talking about doing like a Siege highlight thing, and I think I'm going to do that once a month, starting maybe at the end of February, just because I don't have enough footage for it yet. I have enough footage, it's just that it would be like 5 minutes long, and I'd rather not have a 5-minute video. Plus, I'm trying to figure out audio stuff, because when I talk in the game, you can see my icon pop up, but it actually doesn't say what I'm saying in the actual game itself, if that makes sense. Other people can hear me, but they can hear me because they have to hear me. I don't have to hear myself, so it doesn't play what I'm saying to the team. So it doesn't get what I'm saying, so I have to have Audacity in the back recording what I'm saying, so then in the highlights you can hear what I'm saying, and not just my little icon that pops up. And with my I recorded some of it with just the game capture on Windows 10, and I recorded some of it with my Elgato. Well, I forgot about the Elgato sound thing board, Elgato soundboard, and I actually didn't get gameplay audio for a couple clips. And when I was doing really well one night, that was one of the nights I didn't get the audio for. So there's a couple clips that are actually really good, so I wanted to put them in, but they don't have sound on them. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that, if I'm going to add in music, or if I'm not going to add in sound effects for everything, because that would be way too much. I don't know what I'm going to do for that. Maybe I'll just leave it silent. I'm going to make a little announcement before the video begins, but it should be only about 3 clips, hopefully. Looks like my glass spilled some water. Now there's a ring on my desk, ring of water. What games have I been playing recently? So I started Dishonored yesterday because I got tired of Siege. So I started Dishonored because I've had it on my Steam library for the longest time, and I've never played it. And I played it. I only played about half an hour of it, and I think I'll like it. I'm not sure yet. It looks interesting. I'll give it that. Oh, using Solar Beam without Sunny Day? Oh, that's because I'm just gonna switch out next turn. Makes sense past me. Destroy that Cloyster. I love Cloyster, by the way. I think it's a very good Pokemon. Maybe not so much in later generations, but... Well, I shouldn't say that. It definitely has its uses. But for single player, I like things that hit somewhat hard. I'm not a defensive person for just the game, a game like this. I'm pretty much always have attacking moves on every single Pokemon. I just like to hit hard because you don't really need strategy for this. Look at it, you just switch in the Pokemon that's gonna be best, and then you just use the move that's good against it. There's no strategy, it's just knowing your typings. And even if you are at a disadvantage, let's say if I stand on this Electrode's not gonna one-shot me. Absolutely not. Its special attack isn't that high. I have higher special defense. It's not gonna one-shot me. And what? It's gonna be, let's see. It's gonna be 5 levels underneath me. 6 levels underneath me. It's not gonna do much. I'll do dig here. I could have stayed in with Blastoise and I could have surfed, and it would have one-shotted it most likely. Pokemon single player is not very strategic, I guess. But I mean, it doesn't have to be, right? That's what battling's for, and not multiplayer, but you know what I mean. What's it called? Not Battle Spot. Battle Spot isn't right. What you do on Showdown. That's why I like Showdown Sunday. Oh, here is where the Moltres was. I was telling you earlier. It's just right there, just sitting there. And I'm pretty sure this... Does this guy say anything about it? Maybe in the original games. I'm not sure. I feel like this guy... Okay. Well, I feel like the guy in the original game said something about, there's supposed to be a legendary Pokemon around here. And there was a Moltres right there. But I could just be imagining things. I have played the original games, but it's been a very long time. Anyways, enough with that rant. Like I said, that's one of the reasons I love doing the Showdown Sundays is because I like the competitive side of Pokemon, the battling and all that stuff, and you don't really get to see it in this. So that's why I like to, not so much show off my knowledge, but show that I can be strategic, not just click Surf when there's an Arcanine out, you know? Because you can't switch in Pokemon and competitive Pokemon. Like, they're not gonna say the Arcanine's coming out, do you want to switch your Pokemon? Of course they're not gonna say that, because the answer every time is yes. You just wait until one of their Pokemon dies. Like, if that were the case, you would start the battle, you would just try to kill one Pokemon as soon as you could, and then they would send out their Pokemon, and then you can just switch. Yeah. I like the competitive side of battling, because you get to use moves that you would never use. Like, why would you use Scald over Surf in the story mode, or single player of Pokemon? Why would you use Knockoff instead of Night Slash? Most Pokemon on here don't have items, and if they do, it's like a citrus berry. It's pointless, really. You can just power your way through it. But I mean, if you want to play that way, you can. I know there's ROM hacks and stuff like that to make it harder. I even have the little whatchamacallit for emulators. I have the little randomizer. I actually want to do a playthrough of this game, or maybe Leaf Green. It probably wouldn't be that different. Maybe just like a little mini series where I just have it on the weekends or whatever, and each episode's like an hour long, and it's just me playing through a randomized version where I can speed up and I can go through all the boring battles, so we don't have to sit here and watch Raichu brick break a Persian. Heck, it probably wouldn't even be Raichu brick breaking a Persian. It would probably be a randomized Nuzlocke or something of the sort, and it would probably be Executor psychicking a, I don't know, Salamence. Probably not a good comparison. Just first Pokemon that came to mind, to be honest. That's my little rant, though. Oh, also, before this part, I should say, before I started any of the recording any of these, I'm doing my RU team right now for Showdown Sundays. If you don't watch that, you should watch it. It's really fun. I really enjoy it. I'm doing my RU team right now for Showdown Sundays. And then I'm going to do a OU team after that. And I made the OU team today, and it's really good. Like, I really like it. I haven't lost many battles, but then again, I am doing it off like not a fake account, but like a test account, if that makes sense. So like, I'm lower on the rating system. I think that's what I'm gonna do for the next when we start the OU. I think I'm just gonna stick to my bag of gaming account and then just see if we can climb the ranks of Showdown, Pokemon Showdown, with all the different tiers. That is, I actually don't know if the ranking system goes with your tier or if it just goes with the totals of your losses and wins. Something I'm gonna have to look into, but I don't think it'll matter that much. Oh, that was a lot of talking. I really needed that water. Whew. I need to remember to breathe more when I talk. I just don't want to sound gross in front of the mic. I can always turn my head, but turning your head is so much work. I think this is the last trainer we show off. Oh, maybe not. I think there's one more. I actually don't know. I know there's this person, and then there's another person. The person next to this. Is this the guy or the girl? I think this is the guy. If this is the guy, then the girl next to him has a bunch of grass type Pokemon. But if it's a girl, then the guy next to her has a bunch of grass type Pokemon. Either way, I know I skipped one of them, and I'm pretty sure this is the last battle. I'm like 99% sure. Let's see, we got 3 minutes left on the video. He's got 2 Pokemon left. Yeah, this is probably the last battle, especially if I have to charge in the sunlight. Good old Smoke Screen. Squeen. I'm a little boy. Smoke Screen. Smoke Screen. Thank you. Seadra's actually not a bad Pokemon. If I didn't choose Blastoise, I might have picked up a Seadra. Or a Starmie. Speaking of the Blastoise, Just Giga Drain. It's not gonna kill, but you know, Blastoise can't really do much to me. Come on, Vileplume. To be fair, Blastoise does have high special defense. Hyper Punch. Okay, I'll try to figure out where this is supposed to go, but right now I'm watching Vileplume miss its Giga Drain. Now it's landing its Giga Drain. So something messed up with Audacity. It just stopped recording. I don't know what had happened, honestly. Like, something looked a little weird while I was recording, but I'm like, it's probably nothing. It'll be fine. And then, yeah, it stopped. Luckily, I caught it. I caught it stopped before I kept commentating. Either way, we're trying to get rid of this Blastoise, use acid on it. I'm just saying where we are in the part right now, so we can kind of put it in. Hopefully just gain 9,000, 3,000, 9,000. Jesus, I'd love to gain 9,000 experience. Okay, so right now we're switching Scyther with Flareon, JK, Vileplume. Vileplume goes up front, and now we're running. Push the boulder in, fall down. Okay, I think that's good enough. I can't remember what I was saying. Something about Vileplume being a disappointment. You know, Vileplume's not a bad Pokemon. I'm just giving it a lot of crap because it's not doing what I need it to do. You know? But I think that's mostly due to its move, because Giga Drain does not... It's Giga Drain 60 power. I think I'm spoiled with new Giga Drain, which is 75 power, I think. It's just, yeah. I don't know. I don't mind Vileplume. It's just not doing what it needs to do. But hey, there's always got to be a weak link on the team, I guess. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's the final battle. This guy is going to teach your Pokemon Double Edge if you want to learn it. Too bad the audio had a screw up just right at the last moment. Like, it couldn't wait another 5 minutes. Like, that would have been wonderful. Either way, we're out of Victory Road. And now we have a little maze that is already solved. Not that hard. Now we're at the Indigo Plateau. So, in the next part... Oh, we got... No. Sorry. We got a little bit more time left. Alright, so we're going to heal up our Pokemon. Then, in the next part, we will be taking on the Elite Four. It will be the final part. I hope you guys are ready, and I hope you join me. So I'll see you guys then.